first we start out with this fabulous community guest event. It's from 10 to 1. And then we have a short lunch break. And then we're going to have an amazing set of distinctions we're going to go over called the performance triangle. And performance triangle, we start discovering how, oh my gosh, it's like the performance triangle is the thing that has me have my life be like a life I love. It's like my business is one of the few antique shops that is still thriving. It's not only thriving, it is like it's expanding in this economy. You know, the things I thought was unimaginable in my business, like number one, even having a business like this, but having it thrive and expand, being able to take my customers to France on a shopping trip, you know, having my shop, my store be in a national magazine and acknowledged. Wow. All this stuff that is the performance triangle. It's just, that's it, right? So this is an amazing set of distinctions. You will be rocked. And then we're going to go to dinner together in groups, and then we'll come back and we'll do these just really fun transformational exercises. And and right before dinner, you're going to practice more enrollment and registration conversations, so you get freer and more at ease and having these conversations with people in your life. Yes.
So the guests are only going to be here from 10 to 1. And then after that, we say bye-bye to them. And then
yeah, and our lunch break is only 45 minutes, so it's not enough time to take them to lunch, really. So, yeah, say goodbye to them at 1.
How many guests are we each allowed to have or supposed to have?
Well, let's see. How many do we want to have?
At least 3.
Yeah, no,
No fewer than 3.
you know, this is so great, because I want to create the guest event with you, right? Because, like, I just learned this week, you can have anything that you're willing to be a stand for. And I just, like, it hit me. I have to give up something to be a stand for that this room is so packed. You know, I've been resigned about Sacramento guest events. I don't know why, but I have everything else I want. I mean, to be able to go to France, you know, to have, I just started this month my very own practice as a dental hygienist. It's been a lifelong dream to have my own practice. I get all the money. I'm not sharing it with a dentist, right? Never ever thought that would happen. So everything that I'm willing to be a stand for, it does happen. And so I'm giving up something, and I'm just saying, no, I'm a stand. We have the most amazing full room at our guest event, and you know, we get to make that kind of difference in people's lives that we love. So it's so cool. I know Kirsten kind of created it, but I want to recreate what happens because it's mine and yours, right? We're the ones that are doing it. So it's we start out at 10 o'clock. It's going to be busy. There's probably going to be 30, 40 guests here. It's going to be pretty crowded, and lots of activity and lots of buzz going on. And at 10 o'clock, I'll start, and I'll get up in the front of the room, and I'll introduce myself, and then I will share a little bit about landmarks and the curriculum for living. Then the rest of it is you guys sharing, and you'll be sharing from your life in specifically different aspects of your life where you've gotten these benefits in your life. And then they get to share, everybody gets to share, not just the people up in front of the room, but that everybody gets to share around these benefits. And the people, the guests, which is so cool, is the guests get to create a possibility. They get to create what their life what's possible in their life when having a breakthrough in these benefits. And then, let's see, then there'll be an opportunity to register if they want to do that. And then we're going to complete around 1 o'clock. And the time goes by so fast. You're sitting there thinking, where did the time go? And I promise you, by 1 o'clock, you'll be sitting here thinking, oh, I wish I would have invited this person and this person and this person. It's the most delicious guest event I've ever been to. I mean, of all the landmark guest events, because you guys are the ones who are actually creating it. You're sharing yourselves. and they are actually sharing themselves as well as our guests. So, given that, what I've said all that, I want to share with you about one of the guest events that happened here in one of the past programs. We're here in this room, there's 30 guests here, and it's full, and it's about 11:15, and we're now sharing about this one, freedom from resentment and regret. And Grace raises her hand. Grace is 15, just like Derek. And so I have her come up to the front of the room, and she's beautiful. She's a beautiful young girl. She's got a really concerned look on her face. And she comes up and she looks down, and her mom and her mom's guests are sitting right there. And she looks right at the guest, the guy, and she says, I just realized that I've been resenting you. And I've been resenting you for putting a wedge in our family and separating our family. And I realized I could give that up. I could be free of that. So, no, I am giving that up. And she's looking right at him, and he's starting, his eyes are getting bigger and bigger, and he's kind of sitting up straighter. And she says, I now can see you as not somebody who's tearing our family apart, but you're an addition to our family. And you are someone who is such a contribution to us, and thank you for that. And then she turns to everyone, and she says, thank you, everyone in here, for being a stand for us living lives we love, and for giving me the courage to be able to give up my resentment and my regret. Okay, by this time, the guy, he's like on the edge of his seat, and he stands up, and he says, I never thought that was possible. And we don't know the history, right? But there's something, and he says, I don't know what this really is all about, but I'm doing the landmark forum in August. I want this in my life. So then all these people are registering. We all come back together. At the very end, he raises his hand, and he wants to come up and say something. And he comes up to the front of the room, and he says, I had no idea that it's even possible for me to have a life without resentment or regret. And I can't wait to find out what's going to happen for me. And so anything can happen in our guest event, in our community guest event. It's just like miracles can happen. So I want you to just step out, be a stand, give up whatever there is to give up, so you can be a stand for people in their lives. So right now, take out your notebooks, take out your maps, look at them and write down names of people that you are committed to having here with us. Do that now. Maybe we should do it right now. You want to? Okay. All right, so Rich just offered something really cool. And we still have about 10 minutes we can do this. Let's do a practice conversation with somebody on your list that would really be a challenge for you to invite. Okay? Like you would love to have them have these on a whole new level in their life. And it's really a challenge for you to invite them. Anybody want some coaching right now? Because Rich is offering some coaching right now, so we all get the benefits of it.
By challenge, look at scary.
Ah,
I mean, really, somebody to having this conversation is scary for you.
Anybody want coaching? It's a wonderful opportunity right now. You want to? No? Okay.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Wow. I'm just amazed. Are you guys are you out inviting already?
Yeah.
And nobody's challenged by anything? I am. I got somebody who's challenging for me. You want to coach me? Yeah.
I mean, I could, you want me to
Sure.
do the same I do with you? or
Sure.
should
Yeah, hers is great. It's
Okay.
with her husband.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, come
I'm
on
good
up.
at that.
Come on
I've
up.
got lots of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's on the coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for you, Amy. A demand